The men and women of the Norwood Fire spent time training on the department's newest piece of equipment, the breathing apparatus. These are an upgrade from the previous tanks that the firefighters have been wearing and provide a lot of new technology to keep them safe.
The accountability tracking you saw discussed in the training is a sea change. We've never had this before. The incident commander's never had the ability to see if somebody's air is not flowing anymore. Now he sees it on a computer in his truck. And we also have the ability to call the people out individually or in mass without tying up radio time. So if something is going wrong in the fire scene, the shift commander pushes a button and everybody's mask vibrates and the alarms go off and everybody has to acknowledge and they have to come out of the building. In the past, that's been done with air horns, horns blowing, and radio calls. So that's a giant change. The pack trackers, massive improvement. We've never had the ability to find a firefighter who's been down before. It was always a search or use of this, a pass device, which is basically a motion detector in reverse. It detects non-motion. Once it's activated, if you let it sit for 2 minutes or so, that alarm goes off, lights start to go off, and it calls attention to the downed firefighter. That's all we had before. Now we can lock in on a specific air tank, air mask, breathing apparatus, and hunt that guy down, like a LoJack for firefighters. It's one of the best things I think I've ever seen in the fire department.
This equipment, which will be used by every member of the department, cost just above $500,000. Chief Hayes explains how the project was funded.
Municipal budgets being what they are, we can't afford to replace them on time on a schedule. We happen to get a $380,000 federal grant for the basics of the air packs, and the town meeting was generous enough, and I really can't say thank you enough to all these voters, to provide another $405,000 to complete the projects.
As the training goes on through the week, Chief Hayes has noticed a lot of excitement from the firefighters about their new safety equipment.
As we go through training, I think we see more and more excitement. The rank and file of the firefighters they were involved in the evaluation process, but they weren't really talking about the features. They were thinking it was a standard air pack. You breathe it and you change it when you need to. During this training, I think the reality of the safety enhancements, the pack tracking, is hitting home with these guys, and I'm seeing great levels of excitement. Downstairs, we're going to see fit testing. We got this through a grant. Deputy John Cody applied for the grant last year. We got that, and we bought a fit tester. It's required by OSHA every year that everybody that wears breathing apparatus in IDLH atmospheres, immediately danger to life and health, I shouldn't say IDLH, has to be tested every year to make sure their mask fits and works properly. So we bought this computer. You'll see it in use downstairs as the guys go through their test, and they do some motion testing and some of this and some of that, and they'll get a result. Very important, and it's something we haven't been able to do until this year.